Hey everyone, it's Leilani from Covalent. Welcome to another GoldRush Kit tutorial. So today I'm going to be telling you how to fork and deploy your own version of our wallet and portfolio template. And this is what you'll see when you deploy it to Vercel. So you can see a full list of token balances for a wallet and all of the NFTs that they're holding. And then you can also go to settings and you can customize how you want to display this stuff. So I like pink, for instance, and I'll change some things. And then go back here, and as you can see, it all updates live. Okay, so the first step is to open the GoldRush Kit repo. This is the public repo where you'll find how to install GoldRush Kit, and you'll also find all of our different templates. And today we're going to be building with the wallet template. So let's scroll down, and here's where you can find the link. And we're going to click Wallet and Portfolio UI to the GitHub link here. And then it's going to take us to the template. So as you can see, there's a different cover here. There's a couple features of the template, including what it looks like. You can browse this little video or click on the live site, but we're going to be deploying our own live site today. As you can see, there's a one-click deploy button, so you can quickly upload it to Vercel or deploy it to Vercel, and some setup instructions as well. But because we have the video, you can just follow along with what I'm doing. So the first step here is to go up to this corner and click fork so we can fork our own copy of this. I'm not going to bother changing the name. I'm just going to make sure I'm the owner, and yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Create. I'm in the way. My head is in the way. Why can't I create it? There we go. Okay. So now you'll see that I've forked the repos. So up here, it's not Covalent GoldRush Wallet Kit or Portfolio. It's Laychain or whatever your account name is. So we've fully copied everything. And now we're going to go to code, click the drop down and copy this URL. And from now on, we'll be using terminal and VS Code until we deploy it to Vercel. So I'm copying the URL. And then I'm going to open up terminal. And okay, now I have a terminal open and I'm going to type git clone and then paste that URL. So I'm cloning this. Okay, so that's done. And now I'm going to change directory into that repo. So cd GoldRush wallet portfolio UI. Let's make sure I spelled it right. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is install my dependencies. So I'm just going to type npm install. Okay, that takes a couple seconds to a minute, so that's all installed, and now it's time for me to add my API key in here. You can do this all directly in the terminal, but I like to just see it in VS Code, so I'm going to open up VS Code. Oops. Last thing I was doing was this GoldRush NFT gallery for the last tutorial, so I'm going to close that. And then in a new window for VS Code, I'm just going to click Open and open the GoldRush Wallet Portfolio UI, which is what we're in right now. Perfect. Yes. Let me just move these so I can see both of them. Okay, so now you see all of the stuff that we've forked. So you have all of these app files, and this is where we can make some changes in here. The config as well. This is where I can change like the name of the site, and you can explore these on your own time. But basically, what we want to do is in the root directory add our env file. So we can put our API key in there. So I'm going to do env.local or .env.local. And then we're going to put next API key or next public Covalent API key and then in quotations is where you put your actual API key. So let's just see. We can see this on the instructions, and it's the same for all of the templates. So if you've watched any of the other tutorials or you've played with the templates, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much 3 steps: npm install, API key, and then run it. But I'm also going to like play around with a couple things. And so I'm just going to put in my API key. Okay, so once my API key is in, I'm going to go back to this config file for the site, or config folder site file. And in here you can see there's like the name and the description of the template. So that's what shows up when you're running it. So I'm going to just customize it a little bit just to show you how easy it is. And instead of this, I'm going to put Leilani's wallet and portfolio UI. Or, well, it's not really my wallet that we're going to be showing, so maybe I'll put, I'm probably going to use the ENS demo.eth, so I'll put demo.eth wallet and portfolio UI. So I think for right now, that's the only change I'm going to make, and let's just run this locally and see how it all looks. So I'm going to save, and now that I've made my changes in all those files that I wanted to change, I'm just going to type back in my terminal npm run dev, like it says on the repo in the instructions. Okay, so that's done, and now I should be able to just copy this link to my local host, and I'll put this in here, and it should open up the wallet template. Okay, perfect. So now you can see I'm running the wallet template locally, and it says up in the top corner, demo.eth wallet and portfolio UI. Let's make sure I can actually do this, and I didn't actually have to add the address. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So I'm just going to select a couple chains. The first thing you're going to see on this template is the address activity view, which means this is where that wallet address has transacted, and it shows you which chains and when. I'm just interested in Ethereum, Polygon, and Binance, so I'm just going to click those, and then I'm going to click continue. And now I have a list of all of the token balances in the wallet and their NFT holdings. So basically their complete portfolio, as the template name suggests. And if I go into settings, I can customize some of this stuff, which is super cool. So I can change the chain selection, I can change the colors of things, I can change the border radius of things. So anyway, I can customize it a little bit like that, and that's pretty much how easy it is to like alter these templates and use them for your own purposes. So now that we've ran it locally, let's move on to deploying this to Vercel. So you're going to want to make sure that you have a Vercel account set up in order to do this. But since I have my account already, and you can make yours, you can pause the video if you don't have one yet, then you can come back here and actually just click on this deploy button that's right on your forked copy of the template. Okay, and then so I clicked on deploy, and then it's going to take me here so I can create a Git repository. I'm just going to say import because I've already been working on this a little bit. So I'm just going to do that. And in my account, it'll show me the things that I can import, and I can find the GoldRush wallet UI here. So I'm going to click import on that. And then framework is going to be Next.js. I'm not going to really click anything else here apart from the environmental variables, which is where you also need to put your API key in again. So it's the same exact format as what we did in our .env file, and it has to be named the same. So it's going to be next public Covalent API key, and then you can add in your key again. Add. So once I added in my key, I clicked add, and then I clicked deploy, and this is where you're going to see your project deploying. So you'll see the little loading bar here, and pretty shortly it should be finished. Usually it takes about a minute or something like that. Okay, it looks like it's finished deploying, so I get this fun little congratulations, and I can see what my site looks like. Now, in this preview, and I'll just continue to the dashboard and actually view it, you can see that it still says GoldRush Wallet and Portfolio UI, and it doesn't say Leilani's or demo.eth or whatever I changed it to. That's because I haven't pushed my changes back to main yet, so we'll do that in just a second. So I'm going to click Continue to Dashboard. Then this is where I can open up the site and visit the site, and it's going to look like this, which is just exactly what the basic template looks like. So if you just wanted to do that, you could deploy that to Vercel. But I'm going to open up my terminal again, and I'm going to push my changes, and then I'll redeploy it, and you'll see that it'll say demo.eth. So let's go back here. In my terminal, I'll type Control-C, and then I'm going to do git add and then a period, and then I'm going to type git commit -m for main, and then you can put your commit message in quotations. So I'll just say address, or I'll just say like title change, and it's going to show me that I changed the files that I changed. So I created the .env file and I updated the config. And then I'm just going to push my changes. So I'm going to say git push origin main. And there it's pushing my changes. And if I go back, I'm not going to see it on this site right away, but I will see it here. So in my Vercel dashboard, underneath the current deployment, I can see that it's building, and I can see title change, and that's the changes that I pushed. So it's going to redeploy, and then once it does, I'll see my changes. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, it finished redeploying, and I refreshed, and my changes are there. So now it says demo.eth, wallet and portfolio UI, and that's the wallet that I'm going to put in. And so now I'm going to do the chain selection again, and there we go. We're back to where we were when we ran it locally, but now it's published on Vercel. So that's how easy it is to fork and deploy your own version of our wallet and portfolio template. All the other templates are pretty much the same instructions, and they're meant to be super easy to follow along with and customize. So hopefully you play around with it on your own time and customize this and make it really personalized. The goal of these templates is to make it super easy for you to get started, and you can use this for your own personal wallet view if you're interested, or whatever else you want to use it for. So I encourage you to go check out the repo again, make sure you star it and fork it and experiment, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.